Welcome back friends. Here we will discuss about correlation analysis for different data types. Now overview introduction, we will talk about point biserial coefficient of correlation, phi coefficient of correlation, gamma coefficient of correlation and lambda coefficient of correlation. Here we discuss about coefficient of correlation methods for different types of variables. As you know that there are three basic types of variables exist, namely quantitative, that means interval or ratio, say temperature, weight, nominal or dichotomous, say colors red, blue, green, okay, and ordinal, say high, low, very low. Now, correlation coefficient methods on the type of variable. To reveal the relationship between different types of variables, apply appropriate type of correlation coefficient method depending on the type of variable. Now, in this table, we have summarized the coefficient of correlation for different types of variable. Now, we can see if both the variables are ratio or interval, then we may use Karl-Pearson coefficient of correlation. If both the variables are ordinal, then we have to use Spearman's rank correlation coefficient and Kendall-Stokes coefficient. If one variable is dichotomous, okay, or another variable is interval or ratio, then we should use point biserial. If both the variables are dichotomous, then we have to use 5 correlation coefficient. If one variable is nominal, another variable is ordinal, we should use gamma. And if both are nominal, then we have to use lambda correlation of coefficient. As we know that as an example of interval ratio are the quantitative variables such as age, temperature, height, marks, etc. Dichotomous means yes, no, true, false, which are nominal in nature. Fast, faster and fastest are the examples of the ordinal variables where some ranking in the data are present and we can arrange the data according to the ranks. Now, point biserial coefficient of correlation. The point biserial coefficient is used when one of the variable is a dichotomous 0-1 type and the other is a continuous type. So the point biserial coefficient of correlation is Rp dot bis is equal to m1 minus m0 into square root of p into q divided by sigma t, where m1 the mean score of those in one category, say 1 of the dichotomized variable x, and m0 is the mean score of those scoring in the others category, say 0 of the variable x. P is equal to the proportion scoring in the first category when 1, and q is equal to 1 minus p, the proportion scoring in the other category when 0. Now sigma t, the standard deviation of all the scores on the continuous variable. Example: the data in the following table shows scores on each of the 5 items of the test of psychology. These are the dichotomous variable because it is 0, 1, each being scored 0 or 1. We used to correlate the items with total score on the proposed test to see which item correlates most highly with the total scores. Okay, so these are four items are there, A, B, C, D, and this is what the total score. That means what 1 plus 1 plus 1 it is 3, 1 plus 1 it is 2, 1 plus 1 plus 1 it is 3, okay, 1 plus 1 plus 1 plus 1 is 4. Now our aim is to know the correlation between item A with the total score, or item B with the total score, or item C with total score, item D with total score. So the mean values of the total score is what? So if you add all these things, it is 13 and 13 by 5 because total 5 rows are there. So it is what? 2.6, and the standard deviation of the total score. So if we can calculate the standard deviation of the total score, and the standard deviation of total score is what? 1.019. Okay, now for item A. Now suppose we want to know the correlation coefficient between item A with the total score. So for item A, the mean total score of those who pass, that is when item A is 1. Okay, you can see here. So the mean total score of those who pass when item A is 1, that means this one. When item A is 1, M1 we have to calculate M1. So the total score is what? So if A is equal to 1, it is 3, 3, 1 and 4. So 3, 3, 1, 4 divided by 4, it is 11 by 4, that is 2.75. This will be the M1. Okay, So the mean total score of those who pass when, so that means item where total score when A is equal to 1. Similarly, total score when A is equal to 0. So when A is equal to 0, so what will be the total score? Total score is what? It is 2. So the definitely single value is there. So 2 by 1 it is 2. So we have identified M1 is equal to 2.75 and M0 is equal to 2. Now the proportion who passes the item A is 4 by 5. Okay, so our total 1, 2, 3, 4. Out of 4, out of 4 passes, so that means what? 0.8. And the proportion who do not passes the item A, that is what? Q is equal to what? 1 minus P, so 1 minus 0.8, it is 0.2. Okay, so in this way, we have to calculate the P and Q. So P is what? Number of 1 divided by total number of rows. If you summarize it for item A, the mean score total of those who pass, so when A is equal to 1, the mean is what? 2.75. The mean score of those who fail, that is it is 2 by 1, 2 by 1 by 2. Just you have seen the proportion of pass of item A, so P is equal to 0.5, Q is equal to 1 minus P, that is 0.2. And here is the formula M1 minus M0 into square root of P into Q divided by sigma T. So M1 is what? 2.75, M0 is 2, P is what? 0.8 and Q is what? 0.2 divided by 1.018, and if you solve it you can get the value 0.2945. Now the coefficient of correlation between item A and the final score is 0.2945. Okay. Next we can check another variable, say item C. So we can see here M1 is what? When C is equal to 1. So we have to, when C is equal to 1, the total score is what? 3 plus 2 plus 4 divided by 3. So 3 plus 2 plus 4 divided by 3. So it is 9 by 3 is equal to 3. The total score who fails. So when M is equal to 0. So when M is equal to 0, so it is 3 and 1. So we have to take the mean. So 3 plus 1 by 2, because two rows are there. So it is 2. So 3 plus 1 by 2, it is 2. Now the proportion is what? So out of 5, okay, you can see here, out of 5, total 3 1 are there. So P is what? 3 by 5. And similarly, what will be the Q? It is 1 minus P. So it is what? It is 2 by 5. Now for item C, the mean total score of those who pass, that means when C is equal to 1, M1 is equal to 3 and M0 is equal to 2, P is equal to 0.6, Q is equal to 1 minus 0.6, that is 0.4, and if you put all the values, you can get 3 minus 2 into square root of 0.6 into 0.4 divided by the 1.018, so the answer is 0.4807. So the coefficient of correlation between item C and the final score is 0.4807. Now notes on point biserial. A point biserial coefficient is a special type of correlation coefficient that relates observed item response to the total item. Okay, so it relates observed item response to the total item. So relationship between the variables and the total score. The meaning of the point biserial coefficient is the same as the Pearson coefficient of correlation. Positive point biserial coefficient would mean that high values on the dichotomous data are related to high values on the total test score. To determine whether the coefficient is statistically significant or not, we use test. And that is the end of this particular video. Thank you very much. Now this is Python implementation of the point biserial correlation of coefficient. We need the package NumPy. This is what our input data. So 4 attributes are there and 6 data are there. Now these are the lines through which print the number of data in the dimension. Here we print the row wise. Okay, we print the row wise and we add one column here. Okay, and this is what the standard deviation, calculation of the standard deviation of the last column, that is total. Okay, and this is the what, for each and every attribute we have to calculate the point biserial attribute, point biserial coefficient of correlation. And here if it is 1, then we have to add in separate, and if it is 0 we have to add in separate space. So this is what the point biserial equation. Okay, and if you execute it, now these are the lines, this is the last line. Here we print the M1, M0, PQ and RBPS. Okay, now if you execute it, we can see this is what our input data. and here we add the column wise, sorry, here we add row wise. 1 plus 1 plus 1 it is 3, 1 plus 1 it is 2, 1 plus 1 plus 1 it is 3, and finally all 1 it is 4. So the last column is the total, and this is what the standard deviation of the last column, the standard deviation of the total. So the correlation coefficient of the one with the first attribute with the total is 0.29, where 2.75 is the m0 value, m1 value, 2 is the m0 value, this is what our p value, this is what our q value. Similarly, it is the correlation coefficient of the second attribute with the total. Okay, so this is what our m1 value, this is m0 value, this is p value, this is q value. This is what the correlation coefficient of the third value with the total, and this is the point biserial coefficient with the fourth value with the total. If we change some input and if we execute it, we can see the different output. Okay, so this is the standard deviation of the total. Now it is 0.8, and here first attribute